Ted Cruz beat Beto O'Rourke in the 2018 Texas midterm election. However, this midterm election was more than just a Republican winning Senate again. It showed us where Texas Democrats and Republicans are headed.
Ken Collier, professor of political science, Stephen F. Austin State University. Well, everybody tells you this is the most important election ever, and they say that every 2 years. I mean, it's an important one in part because the Republicans need to decide whether they're going to line up behind Donald Trump or some of their more traditional positions on issues. The Democrats have to find a new voice, have to find a new way of getting their message out. And so for them, it was important that they begin to find the identification that's going to help them win more elections nationally. Well, I think Cruz represented, the emerging Republican Party that's aligned behind Donald Trump. I think Beto O'Rourke represented what a lot of people hope will be the new face of the Democratic Party, a younger, kind of more liberal wing of the party that would resonate better with younger voters as compared to some of the older, more traditional Nancy Pelosi type Democrats.
The Texas midterm election was the closest it's been in 40 years. A lot of Texans' hearts were racing while watching the news to see if their candidate was going to win.
I'm Morgan. I'm a political science major. I'm also a junior at Stephen F. Austin State University. It was really close. I lean a little more right, so I was a little nervous, but it was super close. It was very close, and I think one of the reasons behind that is Beto O'Rourke did a fantastic job on a ground level. Like, he got people knocking on doors, he got yard signs out. I saw probably 50-1 Beto signs to Cruz signs, which is huge in political science, just to get your name out, get your name recognition out. I told everybody I've talked to about this, Beto was a fantastic candidate. He appealed to a lot of Texans who feel like maybe we haven't been sticking to Texas values as much as we should have. He was able to go to all of the counties in the state of Texas, which is amazing. You know how big Texas is. It's huge. And Cruz kind of got sidetracked. He thought he had it in the bag. He's a Republican. He ran for president in 2016, so he had that name recognition. He thought it was going to be easy. And about 4 or 5 months out, he's like, oh crap, I gotta actually work for this. And so his campaign did a little better towards the end there, but I think Beto just came out. He had a good group of people behind him, and that's why it was as close as it was.
There was also an increase in youth voting. Across the nation, students got politically involved and encouraged others to vote.
I think there was an increase because of social media. Pretty much everybody under 25 interested in politics is very heavily active on either Twitter or Facebook, and a lot of political dialogue is cast on Twitter or Facebook, and politicians are aware of that. They campaign through that, and politics has begun to become something that is very cool. People are more interested in politics than they have been in a while. Americans, for pretty much our entire history, young voters have not cared. Usually until about the age of 40 to 50, people just don't care. Up until that point, they're busy with life, with school, new marriages, kids. Up until the point of settling down completely, they don't really care about politics, but we're seeing a shift. I've heard numbers of upwards of a 300% uptick in youth voting, which is amazing. And I really think it's something that has been more talked about, more cool to get involved with politics, which can be a good thing.